So we're here at Gayfield today with manager Jim McIntyre. Jim, firstly, welcome back. What a week off we've had. It's been a brief summer, but you know, summer process beginning for you already, and you know, not much of a break between the final game and obviously bringing in a couple of players already.
No, I think you know, there's been work going on behind the scenes for the last couple of months, and obviously we've managed to sign two really high quality strikers who have got goals in them, you know, and that was very important, you know, because I want to play with two strikers up top when I can, you know, and to secure both Gavin and Callum, I think it's a real coup for the club, you know, and both were really keen to come, which is the most important thing, you know, because if a player is humming and hawing and whether they want to be at this football club, then they're no good to us.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, I would imagine there's more signings or more conversations being had at the moment. Yourself, the board, and wanted to try and bring in, you know, more players. And pre-season's only 5 weeks away. I think we are at 4.5 weeks away. We think, you know, already. What does pre-season look like for us? Obviously, you've just brought in our head of fitness. What's that going to look like come the 18th of June?
Well, it'll be what my pre-seasons are normally like. We'll start back on the 18th, and the first 8 or 9 sessions will be fitness based. You know, it's so important that you get the base into the players. That's not to say that the ball wouldn't be involved in that, but you know, as you say, we're bringing in Tam Ritchie, who's an outstanding fitness guru, I would call him. I'm sure he'll thank me for that one, but he's got a wealthy experience of working with top level players abroad, at Hearts for years. I worked with him at Cove Rangers and was blown away with some of the content that he puts on for the players. And as a manager, I felt it was just too good an opportunity, because Tam was thinking of retiring, and I had a conversation with him, and he decided to you know, give it another year or two. So we're very lucky to have him. I think it's important to say we wish Greg well, you know, as well, who done absolutely fine last year. So we wish Greg well.
Absolutely, and you know, I had a conversation with Tam earlier on, and you know, the message that seems to drive through in what he says is that real hard work. You know, you can't teach heart kind of ethos of really getting down to it, and that fits your mantra as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, my pre-seasons have always been known for being really tough, and there's a reason for that. I played for clubs who had managers who implemented really tough pre-seasons, and you know, I've continued that on throughout my managerial career, and I think it's important to get the hard yards in. As I say, that doesn't mean to say that it doesn't evolve, because it does, and my pre-seasons have evolved as well. But equally, it's important that, you know, when it gets to that 93, 95 minutes of a game, which games go on and on now, that we're still running hard, and we're still fighting hard. And that mentality is where, you know, you get that in your pre-seasons. Absolutely, and obviously we put it out to the public last week. We're having an open training session here in Arbroath on the 22nd. You know, for you as a manager, it must be great to finally get up here and put on a session for the locals, because there are challenges obviously with facilities, and it means that we train in the Central Belt a lot. Must be great for you to get up here and deliver something with the boys. Yeah, I think it's important, you know, to get in touch with your local community, you know, and get the boys up here and let them see exactly what we're doing and stuff. It's only the second session in, so there'll be quite a bit of hard work content in that session, but no, it's great to have an open day, as we would call it. You know, I remember being a player at Tannadice, and we used to train on the pitch in front of fans, and it's just good, you know, to then, after the session's finished, spend a bit of time with the fans, sign the autographs, you know, speak to people, and you know, and just create that atmosphere and bit of bond between player and the public. You know, it's very important.
Absolutely, and we're now, like we say, we're 5 weeks from pre-season. It's exciting times. The new kit launches are coming up in the next month or so. We've got the new leisure wear lines and whatnot going out, and it's all, we're really working hard to really engage with those fans and make sure that everybody's kind of catered for at the club. I think just on a parting note, any key messages for the fans over the summer, in that run up to the first game?
Well, go and get those season tickets. That's the big thing. We fully expect to be challenging next season for the league, and we need as many fans in here as possible. We know how tough the last 2 seasons has been. It's been really hard, a hard watch at times, and nobody's more disappointed about that than myself. But we have got new players along with the good players that we've kept. There's going to be that camaraderie, and we'll be doing everything we can to bounce back at the first time. So get along, get those season tickets.
Absolutely. Well, thanks very much for your time, Jim, and all the best for summer.
Thank you.